Let's talk about something uncomfortable but real. If you keep attracting men who don't commit, don't respect you, don't choose you, or only show up when it benefits them, this video is for you. Not because you're foolish. Not because you're desperate. But because low self-esteem quietly shapes your choices in ways most women never notice. Today, I'll show you how low self-esteem works in dating, why it pulls you toward the wrong men, the patterns to look out for, and how to break the cycle for good. Stay with me. This might save you years of emotional damage. Low self-esteem is not always crying or hating yourself. Sometimes it looks like overgiving, overexplaining, overstaying, overhoping. It's believing love must be earned. It's feeling you must prove your value. It's tolerating things you'd never advise your friend to tolerate. When your self-worth is low, you don't ask, "Is he good for me?" You ask, "How do I make him choose me?" That question alone changes everything. Wrong men are not always evil. But they are often emotionally unavailable, inconsistent, self-centered, non-committal, or subtly manipulative. They are drawn to women who don't set firm boundaries, fear being alone, accept breadcrumbs, confuse attention with affection. Low self-esteem doesn't just attract these men. It keeps you attached to them. Because when someone treats you poorly and you already feel unworthy, the pain feels familiar, not alarming. Low self-esteem makes chaos feel exciting. Hot and cold behavior feels like passion. Inconsistency feels like mystery. Emotional unavailability feels like a challenge. You think, if I can make him love me, I'll finally feel enough. So you chase his attention, his validation, his approval. Healthy, steady men feel boring to you not because they are boring, but because your nervous system is addicted to emotional highs and lows. Peace feels unfamiliar. Drama feels normal. This one is dangerous. Low self-esteem makes you believe, if I love harder, he'll change. You become his therapist, his emotional support, his safe space, his second chance. But never his priority. You ignore red flags because you see potential. You stay because you've invested time. You excuse behavior because he's been hurt. Love is not rehabilitation. And you are not a repair center for broken men. Low self-esteem lowers your standards quietly. You celebrate late replies, bare minimum effort, inconsistent affection, occasional kindness. You tell yourself, at least he's not like my ex. At least he checks on me sometimes. At least he didn't leave. But bare minimum is not love. And survival is not happiness. You stay because you're afraid this is the best you can get. It's not. This is the core of the problem. Low self-esteem makes loneliness feel like failure. So you cling to the wrong men to avoid being alone. You choose bad company over no company. Painful relationships over quiet healing. Familiar hurt over unfamiliar peace. But being alone is not the problem. Being with the wrong person is. A woman who enjoys her own company is powerful. That power scares the wrong men away. Chasing the wrong men does damage. You doubt your intuition. You normalize disrespect. You shrink yourself. You lose confidence. You forget who you were before the relationship. Eventually, you stop trusting yourself. And that's the most dangerous loss of all. Here's how it changes. Stop chasing clarity if he wants you, you won't be confused. Choose peace over chemistry. Calm is not boring. It's healthy. Raise your standards quietly. You don't need to announce them. Just enforce them. Learn to sit with loneliness. It passes. Regret lasts longer. Build a life you enjoy alone. Confidence grows when your happiness isn't dependent on a man. The moment you stop chasing love, love starts meeting you properly. Low self-esteem doesn't mean you're weak. It means you were never taught your worth. But now you know. You don't need to chase the wrong men. You need to heal the part of you that thinks you must. When your self-worth rises, you stop begging. You stop settling. You stop explaining. You stop chasing. And the wrong men remove themselves automatically. If this video spoke to you, sit with it. Healing begins with awareness. You deserve better. And deep down, you already know that. Subscribe, like and share with every woman out there making wrong relationship choices because of low self-esteem, and watch out for our next video where we shall discuss how to stop begging for love.